Good evening, everybody. If you're online, please share this. I just wanted to come on and talk about marrying outside of God's will. So the first thing that I want to say is the book is not bashing my ex-husband. Much love and respect to Lorenzo. It's not about bashing him. The book actually is my journey through depression, suicide attempts, poverty. Okay, let me start over. Sorry. So, when God gave me the vision for the book, I didn't know that there was a ministry attached to it. And I feel like there's a lot of battles mentally behind closed doors that people face every day. Young women, men. And it's not something that's really spoken about. Actually, people are kind of ashamed of these things, which is understandable. It's not something that people want to go around and talk about and, let people know that this is something that they're battling and that they're going through. So I feel like I'm in a place in my life now where I'm comfortable enough to be transparent. I've made a lot of mistakes in my past. I'm hoping that I've made those right and I've apologized to everybody. And just in case I haven't, if you're watching this live and I wronged you in any type of way, I really sincerely do apologize. But I'm in a place in my life where I'm able to be transparent enough for this book. This book is not, it's more of the journey with God and the things that I went through, the depression and the suicide attempts and poverty, not being stable. And, during the process, I happened to be in a relationship. And then I got married. And I believe wholeheartedly the things that happened in the marriage was due to my disobedience because God told me not to get married. And I did because I felt like I deserved the title. If my ex-husband was going to marry anyone, I felt like it should have been me because of all the things that we went through. So my book, in the beginning, when you're reading the book, you'll be able to see the transformation from the beginning to the end and the language and the things that I share. Like I said, I'm as transparent as possible. It's a lot of things that people don't know that happened. It's not something I'm ashamed of. And I just want to make something clear too. God's been putting this really heavy on my spirit. It's not about me. I know sometimes people are, I don't like Francis. I don't want to support Francis. It's not about Francis. You need to catch the message in the spirit. Because like I said, the book is mainly talking about the behind the scenes, the mental battles that people go through. And this is not something that everyone is willing to talk about. Everyone's not willing to admit, hey, when I was younger or in my early adult years, I used to cut up my arm because I had panic attacks because of everything that was going on in my life. Or I attempted suicide a couple of times. Or I was depressed. Or you know what? Due to the fact that I was a foster kid and confidence in their self, I think I said more than it was hard for me to even look in the mirror. So these are all things that I talk about. No, I'm not canceling my book release. It's on April 25th in Victorville. And I'm not canceling it. The tickets are $50. This includes a signed autograph book. We have raffle tickets are included with the purchase of the ticket. We have a 3-course meal planned. I have an awesome guest speaker, Apostle Alicia George. I guarantee you she's going to preach the house down. My host for the evening is Pastor Kelly Williams. I'm so honored to have both of them. My event planner, The person that's been through with me, dealing with my, ups and downs and changing things and this theme and that is Carly Palmer. Awesome. She does weddings, birthdays, all of that. I'm taking pre-sale orders right now for the book. $20. I will personally sign the book to you or whoever you're buying it for, and then I will mail it to you first class. This is something, like I said, it's not about Francis. It's about the message that God is trying to give to the people. It's about the things that God's trying to let people know that he hears them. He hears those late night cries in the shower or, in the bathroom. And as you see, I'm in my closet. This is where I pray and I cry. Still to this day, he hears us. But as I said, a lot of people are not able to stand up and say that they've been through these things. But I am. I'm willing and I'm transparent enough to say that. So those of you that are in the surrounding areas of the high desert, I hope to see you there at the book release. If you're not in the high desert and you still want to read the book, or you want to bless somebody with the book because you know that they'll benefit from it, reach out to me. And like I said, the book's $20. I'll autograph it and I'll mail it first class. So I feel accomplished right now. The book is on its way to publishing. I just did the final edits. I'm really, truly, truly excited. I can honestly say, for the first time in my life, I started something and seen it all the way through. And it's an awesome feeling. In the beginning, I didn't want to write this book. I was like writing it and not telling people I was writing it. And then it was confirmed to me that it was something that needed to be done. So once I knew that it was something that needed to be done, I stuck to it and I saw it all the way to the end. And now that it's all coming together, and I'm just excited. I'm excited about the book. I'm excited about the message. I'm hoping that it does what I wanted to do, the vision that God gave me, and it's able to save some souls. It's able to let some people know that they're not alone, that God hears them. He hears those late night cries. He's not a perspective of person. So some people know me. They know my past. They know the things I've been through, the things that I've done, and they know my life now. So if God can do it for me, that's something that he can do for anybody. He's not going to pick Francis, but not pick Sam or pick Tiffany. That's not how he works. It's all about the faith. It's all about tugging on his spirit. It's all about those times when you feel like your back is so much up against the wall and you just cry out from the soul of your heart, your soul, your spirit. It's about that. So, like I said, if you're not able to make the event, please, let somebody else know about it. Read the book. It's not what you think. I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm not going after anybody. I have no ill feelings towards my ex-husband. I wish him the best in the world. But my personal battles, my mentality, the state that I went through, the things that I did that nobody knows about, that's important because there's somebody else that's going through it right now. And that lady, that young lady, that man, that young man, they need to know they're not alone and that it's okay. They're not going to be judged because at the end of the day, nobody has a heaven or hell to put anybody in. We all have a life. We all have secret things that we battle with. It may not be the same battle as mine. It could be something else that they're battling with. But it's not something to be ashamed of. We all have to go through a journey. There has to be something in us for God to use us. If you're a perfect person and you're worried about, they're going to judge me, they're going to judge me. If they're perfect, they don't need God. I need God still to this day. I'm not perfect this day. My life is not perfect. It's way better than what it was. I'm living it abundantly, but I still have days. I still have moments. I still have things that I have to cry out to God for. So it's not something that needs to be ashamed of at all. Thank you everyone that came on to watch the live. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Amber. My publisher, she's on here watching. Amazing. Evangelist Lisa James. If you want to write a book, just start writing and reach out to her. You guys all have a good evening. I hope everyone is safe. And hopefully I hear from you guys about purchasing tickets or pre-ordering the book.